And Joshua Dorsey, the guard from Fort Valley, the 5 for Patrick Gale and the Golden Rams. They get the tap. They have the basketball first. For Coach Craig Kennedy and the Badgers, the starting lineup, Tana Kopka, the freshman, he'll go at one guard. Jaden Gray, the other. Eli Lenahan, Beryl Kabamba, and Sam Davidson, the 5 for the Badgers. Coach Craig Kennedy in his 4th year, and Patrick Gale also in his 4th season for the Golden Rams. So an early foul here sends the Golden Rams to the free throw line. And it'll be Khalif Napoleon, the junior from Brooklyn, New York, shooting the free throws for Albany State.
And he's one of the key players of the game for that reason exactly. You saw that strong cut to the basket and that strong finish, not worrying about the contact, but making sure that he connects on that.
Got the lay-in, and he shot the free throw, not able to convert on that. So the Golden Rams with the first score of the ball game. They lead it 2-0. Half-court set now for the Badgers. They try to toss it in the inside. They throw it away, but it comes clear to them. They'll get another look. Outside on the three-point shot is Copa. And Copa not able to convert on that first field goal opportunity for the Badgers. Spring Hill shooting 44% from the floor. Golden Rams as a team, 46%. They got it back on the inside to Napoleon. Can't get that one to fall. Good look, just can't convert. Nice cross dribble there into the rack on the lay-in for the Badgers is Beryl Kabamba. So Kabamba, the redshirt freshman from Clearwater, Florida, with that basket.
And Kabamba also received all conference honors on the second team. Just amazing performances. I'm really looking forward to these two teams going head-to-head. Not only do they have All-American players on their team, but the excitement, the intensity that they're warming up with, you could just see that they're ready to move forward.
Kabamba, 14 points, 7.5 rebounds per ball game for the Badgers. Half-court set. Kabamba kicks it down in the corner. Nice bounce pass on the inside. An easy lay in there by Jaden Gray after a good feed from Lenahan.
Jaden Gray, another producing member of this Badger team, averages about 11.5 points a game.
On the weave now. Jaleel Simmons handling the basketball for the Golden Rams. He'll fire a three-pointer and drain it outside for Coach Patrick Gale and Albany State. So Simmons getting the start for the Golden Rams in this basketball game.
Not letting the fact that these guys haven't had a chance to practice or shoot much in this gym affect them, coming straight out the gate, knocking them down.
Albany State with a 5-4 lead and the basketball early in this first half of play. On the weave, top of the key, this is Malik Parker, the second team All-SIC player. Basketball tapped out of bounds.
Yeah, that could have went either way there, but ball will stay with the Rams.
And it'll be Simmons to do the inbounding for Albany State. Looking to the inside, and now finally has to push it out front. Amari Beecham handles right side, had it stripped away, but it comes clear back to the Golden Rams though. Inside the paint, left-handed jumper there inside by Jordan Simpson. About 3 or 4 feet away from the basket. Simpson's money on that shot.
Another player that averages double figures at 13.5 points per game. 3 players on this team that averages double figures. Very talented roster. Speaking with Coach Harris before the game, just talking about how the season's been up and down for them, but how talented their roster actually is. And they beat Spring Hill earlier in the season, and they're looking for a sweep.
Kabamba guilty of that foul on the offensive set, so we go back the other way. Kind of colliding there on the inside. We also talked about Jordan Simpson. Simpson with the 15 points per ball game, but also 11.2 rebounds per outing. Pass thrown. Nearest person to that pass is Craig Kennedy, the head coach for the Badgers. I think some kind of miscue out front by the Golden Rams in that half-court set as Travis Barker, the freshman from Miami, reports to the Albany State lineup. Jaden Gray in the backcourt. Barker, that is, with that defensive assignment.
Coach Craig Kennedy has been a coach for over 40 years. Before, he used to coach at Auburn. He was telling me how he recruited Marie Taylor and how I reminded him of her. But it's pretty amazing. He was telling me, running down his stats, just some veteran leadership that these Badgers have.
Indeed. 4th year at the helm after he got back into coaching. As back on the other end, Barker was able to sneak up under for the lay-in for the Golden Rams. Whistles and a travel violation. Copa, the freshman from Perth, Western Australia, guilty of the travel violation there. And the basketball goes back over to Albany State. You survey that Golden Badgers lineup, you find players from all across the globe at Spring Hill.
Yeah, really impressive.
Down at the block, pushing back out front. Jumper from there, shot badly by Barker and off the mark. Golden Rams with a 9-4 lead as Gray comes across the timeline for Spring Hill, works it down at the block underneath, and he got it over to Darrell Kabamba, and Kabamba finishes for the Badgers with the lay-in.
Kabamba is just one of those players that you're excited to have as a coach. Not only does he produce so much offensively, but if you watch him, he does things, the little things that a lot of people don't notice. He boxes out and yeah, boxes out, deflections, all those things that don't show up on the stat sheet.
As Parker got inside for the lay-in for the Golden Rams. So the Golden Rams with an 11-6 spread. As Copa pushes out front now and on the move inside. Kabamba and a whistle on his penetration. At the line for the Badgers to shoot. Golden Rams with an 11-6 lead over Spring Hill College. Kabamba's good on the first free throw. Talked about Copa being from Western Australia. Sam Davison, also from Australia. He's from Melbourne on the Badgers roster. Also Dennis Bobchuk from Kyiv, Ukraine. With so much international activity going on there. Our thoughts going out to the folks in Ukraine. He's represented on this Badger roster. And Georgios Stakanis, he's from Central Macedonia, Greece. So an international lineup for Coach Craig Kennedy and the Badgers. Inside the paint as Copa on the floater, can't get it to fall. But we go back the other way now. Golden Rams with an 11-8 lead. Out front with the basketball is Travis Barker.
With that amount of diversity on the team, I know the team conversations and the team building activities are really fun, just learning about each other's culture and the differences.
Indeed, that's really one of the big advantages of real diversity. It's just bringing in different cultures and making them blend. You learn a little bit, somebody learns a little bit from you. That's the true value of it. 13:55 left in the first half. First round activity here from the SIAC tournament for the Badgers and the Golden Rams. Behind the arc and firing a three is Gray, and Gray misses there for the Badgers. Down deep at the block, left it on the inside for Napoleon, but Napoleon can't finish. Touch pass in the corner with the jumper, and on target with the jump shot is Sam Davison.
Sam Davison, according to coach, is one of those players to watch, and you can look at his stats of 4 players that average double figures. He is one of them, and his production as well as his contribution to this team is just remarkable.
Second put back on the inside by Jaleel Simmons can't get either the fall. And at the end of all of that, he's going to be guilty of an offensive foul. Take a look at his effort there as he missed on the lay-in the first time. He just couldn't find the range, tried the tip back.
Yeah, Kabamba secured the rebound. He just went over the back. Definitely a frustration foul.
A couple of looks at it there, not able to put him down. So Davison handles out front now. We're tied at 11 each. Tried to give it over to Linehan, but coming in from the backside, foul called by Simmons. So Simmons back-to-back fouls, one on the offensive end and now picks up one here on the defensive set to give him 3 early in this first half of play.
Man, and that's tough because with his presence at 6'6" and 185 and his experience as a junior, he's really important to have out there, but now he probably won't come in until the second half.
Jerome Whitaker, the freshman, takes his place in the lineup. Out front, Copa got a look and drains it for the Badgers. So Copa finds the range.
Just letting it fly. Just looks so smooth shooting it.
So the Badgers take their first lead, 14-11.
And Copa's out here shooting 41% from the three-point line, so you got to get a hand up in his face when you see him on the arc.
They did in that trip. He made them pay. So the Rams try to push it down in the corner, and they turn the basketball over. Good defensive work there by Eli Linehan in the corner. So the Rams trying to get it there to Napoleon. Davidson inbounds the basketball. 12 minutes left here in this first half of play. Winner of this ball game will push on to the quarterfinals and meet the Maroon Tigers of Morehouse College, who finished first in the East. Kabamba to the rack, missed on the bank shot. Out front for 3, Parker, shots off the mark. Good rebound on the inside by Stephen Lyles. Lyles, the freshman from the Atlanta area, on the floor. Davidson, nice bounce pass on the inside to Linehan. Knocked out of bounds. Back after the timeout. Half court set for the Badgers. Copa took another 3, but he missed on that one. Golden Rams now with the basketball. They come back the other way, trailing by 3. Jordan Simpson, first team all-conference, handles the basketball. On the weave, over to Beecham. Beecham down low, kicks it out to Whitaker for 3. Air ball on the shot by Whitaker. Davison, half-court set for the Badgers. Kabamba, right side. Now cross dribble to the rack, hard by Kabamba. Spinners off the mark, though. Had a good first step, good look at the basket. Napoleon out front. On the weave. Parker doubled momentarily, backpedals. Across the floor, and they throw it away. Lyles coming back the other way for the Badgers. Works the right side, missed on the shot. Simpson cleared. Foul line extended with the jumper. Nicely done there by Malik Parker, second team all-conference. So the Spring Hill lead now down to 1. On the move all the way to the rack. Lay-in falls off for Linehan. But a nice ball fake by Linehan, and he will go to the line to shoot for the Badgers. Eli Linehan, another one of the international recruits for the Badgers, and from Cork, Ireland, freshman 6'5".
And Eli went strong. He typically looks for that shot, but he saw the opening, penetrated, and was able to draw that foul.
Linehan missed on the first free throw. 54% free throw shooter on the season. Another thing, as you look at the Badgers roster, Gatti, one thing that jumps out right away is that there is not a senior on that team, and really not even a junior on that team.
Yeah, that's what Coach was talking about, that with the Spring Hill team being one of the youngest in the nation with 9 freshmen, as Malik Parker knocks down that beautiful 3. You know, that's really impressive because there's so much room for growth there, and they're really incredible right now.
As Copa answers the 3 for the Badgers. So he's got 2 triples in this first half of play.
Taking that 41% free throw, 3-point shooting up.
This is Simpson working left side on Kabamba, and whistles, and the basketball over to Spring Hill. Simpson just dribbled it off of his foot and out of bounds. 5 early turnovers for the Golden Rams. Jaden Gray handles across the timeline for the Badgers. Right corner. Copa surveys. Now pushes it up top. Lyles runs it down before the mid-stripe. And a whistle call there. Travel on Lyles. So the turnover gives it back to Albany State. Simpson surveys the inside. Gives it over to Beecham. Beecham running jumper left side is good. Such a beautiful running jumper there by Beecham down in the corner.
Yeah, Amari Beecham, one of the key players for this Albany State team as far as being able to score and create his own shot.
Down at the block, Gray to the rack, and he got the lay-in left side. Tough work there by Jaden Gray at the left side of the block for the Badgers. So the Spring Hill back on top now, 19-18. Right side, Beecham. Down in the corner, Simpson. Working on Davidson. Draws the double. Underneath to the rack, and he got the flush.
He's just so long. It doesn't even look like he got that high off the ground. But at 6'9", I guess it doesn't have to look like it.
It doesn't take much more than that. Gray across the paint, lost it momentarily, but able to collect it and lay it in for the Badgers. Such good spacing on the floor for Spring Hill and their offensive sets.
Yeah, they do a really good job of allowing space and allowing isolation opportunities for each other.
Basketball was tipped as Harris was in the air with it. As Barker handles behind and floats it inside the paint for a beautiful running float jump shot right side.
Yeah, that was a beautiful floater.
Albany State back on top now, 22-21. Davison, half-court set for the Badgers. Nice bounce pass to Lyles. He went for it all on his stuff.
And that's how you retool your school.
Back after the timeout. Badgers in a half-court set. Copa missed the three-pointer in the corner. Golden Rams with the basketball. With Parker handling out front and leading by 1. They work it to Simpson. He draws the double, pushes across the floor now with the pass to Harris. Now down in the corner, air ball shot there by Barker. But it comes to Simpson, far side of the floor. They got to hurry now. They hoist it, got it to the cylinder, but the shot was off by Parker.
And that's a testament to the Badgers defense. It's not super aggressive, but it definitely is effective.
On the inside. Gonna wave off the attempt by Kabamba inside the paint. So good defensive work. Staying at home was Napoleon as you take a look at it on the replay. Just squaring up nicely there and took that charge to the right shoulder. Kabamba tried to elude him or avoid making contact, but just nicked him on the right shoulder going by. So Simmons with the heavy foul trouble with 3 in this first half, back out on the floor for Coach Gale and the Golden Rams, and we go back the other way now. So Napoleon, good defensive stand on the defensive end, but he picks up an offensive foul here as we go back the other way.
Yeah, Napoleon and Gray were just kind of banging down there in the post, and Napoleon just got a little too aggressive.
So Davidson and the Badgers back the other way with 5:10 remaining in this first half of basketball, trailing 22-21. Gray trying to get it on the inside. Georgios Kostanakas just checking out on the floor for Coach Kennedy. And the Badgers turn it over on a backcourt violation. Kostanakas from Central Macedonia, redshirt sophomore. Simpson inbounds the basketball up to Malik Parker. Parker raises, fires from outside, missed on it. Rebound fought for, cleared by the Badgers. They got a 2-on-1 now. Lyles across the floor and back to Lyles with a nice touch pass from Gray, and Lyles converts on the lay-in.
Running drills out here.
Yeah. Nicely done by the Badgers, that transition. They claim a 1-point lead, 23-22. Simpson on the weave, gives it to the freshman Harris. Harris turns into the paint, to the rack, and the spinner's good for Harris.
That's great patience by Harris to just work the floor and see where he had an opening and take the best shot available.
Harris, the freshman from Loganville, Georgia, played at the famed Wheeler High School. They've turned out several championship teams in the state of Georgia. Good basket by him. Down in the corner, Copa gives it over to Gray. Gray pushes the baseline to the rack hard and banked it down low. Good for the Badgers.
That is one strong man right there. Was able to take all that contact and finish with no problem.
So back and forth we go with the score. Badgers up now 25-24. Floater inside the paint. This one's off the mark by Parker, but chasing it down. Golden Rams will have another look as Kendon Maddox, the freshman, pulled it down. He handles the basketball out front now. Parker fires, the spinner's off the mark. At the block, Golden Rams try to keep it alive, but here come the Badgers now. Alley-oop down the floor, over to Lyles. His spinner won't stay down. Lyles is definitely a leaper.
Yeah. First he tried to dunk it on 2 people, and here he tried to catch the alley-oop. He was just too far out. I'm looking forward to seeing him putting one down.
It looks like it's coming at some point. They are accustomed seemingly to trying to get him that basketball in space like that. At the block. Can't get it on in the hands of Maddox, and the turnover gives it back to the Badgers. Davidson, right corner, shots off the mark. Fought for, rebound cleared. With a 25-24 lead over the Golden Rams. Golden Rams with the basketball. Simpson across the timeline. Simmons handles. Bounce pass back to Simpson in the paint. Across the floor is Harris. Floater in the paint by Harris. Rattles it good. So Harris, a freshman, coming in, making a statement for the Golden Rams. A couple of baskets by him.
Yeah, you can tell his basketball IQ is very high, being able to just recognize where his opportunities are on the floor.
Golden Rams setting that 2-3 defense now. Badgers trying to push it in the corner. They got it down there to John Abate. And Abate trying to get it inside to Kostanakas, and it's taken away by the Golden Rams. Charging to the rack. Spinner is good, and they're going to count the basket. So Simmons, even though he has the 3 fouls, very aggressive there for the Golden Rams on that streak right side. See him running right to the basket. Knew exactly where he wanted to get on the floor, and he got it to fall.
And if he's my player, I'm really proud of that. And I thought he had 3 fouls, but the stats say that he has only 2. So maybe that's why he's back before the second half. But, yeah, that aggressive play is necessary for a team like Spring Hill who's not letting up.
So converting from the line was to make it a three-point play, a 28-25 lead now for the Golden Rams. As you take a look at Simmons crossing the mid-stripe, give you a chance to guess, kind of just looking at him physically, if he reminds you of anybody in the NBA.
A couple of players. Is there someone that sticks out to you?
Oh, yeah, but I'm not telling. I'm going to let you guess.
I think Jonathan Simmons, but is he still in the NBA? Oh, he's in San Antonio. There's too many players to guess.
Anyway, down on the block. It'll be the Badgers going to the line. David Daniels, a redshirt junior from Homer Glen, Illinois. Think Kevin Durant. Just body-wise, just skinny, long legs.
Kevin Durant's my favorite player.
Oh, so okay, nobody can remind you of him then. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that was a no-winner then. Okay.
I guess I can see it if I squint my eyes.
Squint closed, right? Dark sunglasses.
Yeah, exactly.
In a dark room, right?
Yeah, Daniel's connecting, shooting 68% from the line.
2-point lead for the Golden Rams with under a minute remaining in this first half. Seems like these 20 minutes went by real fast here, Gotti. To the rack, spinners off the mark.
I think the difference is there hasn't been that many fouls called.
Yeah, true. Davidson lost his dribble, pushes in the corner to Copa. Now up top, Gray got a look and trains it for the Badgers. Good ball movement by the Badgers. That trip down the floor. 30 seconds left.
I think Gray might be 100% from the field right now, just on fire.
Knocking it out.
And you could tell he's just hyped up. This is the time to be hyped, look.
About a 5-second differential between the shot and game clock. Golden Rams trying to dump it on the inside and got a foul. They were trying to get it at the block down to Jordan Simpson, the first team all-conference player. And he was fouled down low.
These guys are battling inside, trying to gain position and trying to deny.
So with the reset now, they'll shut the shot clock off, and they'll have 9 seconds, Golden Rams, to try to get it in and get a shot up. Basketball stripped away on the entry pass. Daniels took it away. Up the floor to Copa. Copa looking to the inside. There's Gray, fires at the final 20 minutes of this ball game underway. Badgers handle it, half court set to get us going. Glad you could join us for our continuing coverage of the 2022 SIAC basketball tournament. Spring Hill College Badgers with a 29-28 lead over the Golden Rams of Albany State. And from out front, it's Bamba. Bamba with the triple for the Badgers. Extends their lead to 32-28.
Coming out hot. You can see why he's the Badgers' leading scorer. He just is so efficient from all over the floor.
Spinner at the block is off the mark by Simpson. And it'll go over to the Badgers. Full court pressure by the Golden Rams. Kabamba handles in the backcourt. Now to the 4. Gives it back over to Lenahan. Lenahan up to Davidson. Down in the corner. Gray had the hot hand in the first half. Goes underneath and left it in the air. Turnover. Up the floor quickly comes Beecham. Beecham challenges to the rack. His spinner's off the mark. And now we got a foul down at the baseline. They get Beecham for the offensive foul.
See Beecham a little frustrated because there was contact on that penetration. And Kambumba seemed to still be in motion, but the charge was called anyway.
So that's his first. And the Badgers have the basketball. Copa lost his dribble across the floor. Hard move by Gray. Gray foul line extended, missed on the jumper. Rebound backside though, nicely done by Copa, and Copa missed on the lay-in, but he's fouled, headed to the line.
Gray going up, and Copa being a ball hawk, running in to rebound, and was able to secure it and draw the foul.
Copa at 6'6", a frail 6'6" in terms of weight, but he is very rangy on the inside, working his way to get that rebound.
That's true, so tough.
Missed on the first free throw. As Kendon Maddox, the freshman, back out on the floor for Coach Patrick Gale and the Golden Rams. Copa with the second of two, got that one to fall. So 18:37 remains. It's a 33-28 lead for the Badgers of Spring Hill College. Maddox surveys. Lanahan guarding defensively, down at the block. Simpson pushes, jumper outside. Spinner is off the mark by Parker, but the rebound inside, and left-handed flush by Jordan Simpson.
Jordan Simpson slamming that down, trying to work his way to his 15-point average.
Back the other way. Easy lay-in for Kabamba, left side for the Badgers.
It's some great basketball being played.
Indeed, good transition basketball that trip for the Badgers. Golden Rams half-court set, they trail by 5. On the move, right side now. Beecham with the jumper, missed. Davidson clears. Across the floor, Copa, free for 3. Left it at the front of the iron. Rebound cleared by Jaleel Simmons, the junior from Plainfield, New Jersey. Lost his dribble momentarily and dribbles it on the inbound line. That one happened right in front of Coach Patrick Gale, and he just looks at it in amazement like, well, how can you do that?
Yeah, he felt a little pressure from Gray, but wind up slipping off his hands.
At the block, Kabamba keeps it alive for the Badgers. They'll have it in a half-court set. 17:03 left in the ball game, and Davidson set to inbound it. Pushes to the inside and threw it away. Good anticipation there by Beecham. One-on-one now with Lanahan, and Beecham with the right-hand lay-in off the left side of the glass.
Man, that was a beautiful swim move, Euro step.
All of the above, huh?
Yeah, right? To finish on the left side.
Nice finish there by Beecham to make it a 35-32 ball game. Davidson in the paint and circles back out. Bounce pass on the move, Kabamba. Floater by him is good.
Man, Kabamba has the hot hand. It seems like everything he puts up is going in.
37-32. Back to 5 for the Badgers. Parker on the weave to Beecham. They work it side at the block to Simpson. He's doubled down there by Kabamba and Davidson. Now across the floor, firing a jumper. This one's off the mark by Simmons. Rebound chased around, and it'll stay. Remaining in the basketball game, it's a 37-32 lead for the Badgers of Spring Hill. Out front for the Golden Rams now. This is Beecham with the basketball. Up top, they work it over to Simmons. Out front with the jumper, rattled good. Parker rings up the three-pointer for the Golden Rams.
Malik Parker, just an incredible three-point shooter. 223 three-pointers over the season at 35%. It's pretty impressive.
So make it 37-35 now. Lanahan and traffic, our Copa that is, inside the paint. And a foul going to be called. They call the foul on Simpson. inbound. Kabamba, right side and a whistle inside as he's fouled going to the rack with the attempted lay-in.
Whenever you're in the paint or penetrating into the paint, it's a really big deal when you get the ball to not dribble, because then you'll be able to draw the foul because the defense momentum is coming towards you, and you can see how Kabamba used that in his favor right there.
Hits on the first free throw for the Badgers to make it 38-35. And then it's both Bobchuk on the floor now for the Badgers. Bobchuk from Kyiv, Ukraine. His first spot of duty for Coach Kennedy and the Badgers in the ball game. Davidson surveys. Inbound pass, Kopa missed on the jump shot, but he got the rebound back somehow for the Badgers. Davidson out front. At the block, they miss on that shot. Simmons, guarded by Gray. Got it over to Napoleon momentarily. Shot clock at 7 for the Golden Rams. Parker to the glass, and the junior banks it home for Albany State.
Malik Parker did an excellent job of taking advantage of the open lane. Even though the defense came, he was still a step too late, and Malik was able to kiss it off the glass.
On the move, Kabamba, left side underneath the defense and got it to fall.
And I swear, Kabamba's efficiency is just through the roof.
Yeah, every indication was that he only could go one way with that shot, but changed it at the last minute with the right-hand floater and got it to the glass. There's the put back on the inside by Napoleon to answer the basket from Kabamba on the last end. 40-39, Badgers with the basketball and lead it by 1. Davidson works it left side, tried to dump it back on the inside, taken away by the Golden Rams. 2-on-2 basketball now as Parker streaks right side to the rack, and he got the lay-in.
Parker plays with so much finesse that he makes it look easy. I bet people watching him are like, I could do that.
Kabamba.
But can you?
Yeah, you can think you can.
Right, right.
So we go back the other way now. 13-11 remains in the contest. Golden Rams finally reclaim a lead at 41-40. Across the timeline, Beecham handles left side, works off a screen from Napoleon. Now down at the block, doubled down there is Simpson. Simpson trying to free himself at the baseline, spins inside the paint, and they'll get him for the travel violation. Simpson so used to working himself free down in that block. They doubled him that time. It may have been better served to try to find somebody to pass that basketball to.
Yeah, he would be, but I admire that effort. The only mistake there is if you're going to make that spin move, just go straight up. Don't even pump fake anymore.
There's a steal, and back the other way is Harris. Harris challenged on the inside, and the basketball belongs to the Golden Rams. Beecham, the senior, to inbound it. Got it to Parker. Nice cross dribble by him. Dumps it down at the block to Napoleon. Now across the floor, Harris on the move inside. This one rejected by Kabamba for the Badgers. That's not a winnable battle there for Harris with Kabamba.
That defense was so solid. 3 Spring Hill players all around him. That's the pass that you go ahead and send out to the arc.
There's Kabamba free at the base and got the lay-in.
That IQ again. Saw the opening, cut, and got himself an easy bucket.
Makes it look so simple. But if you do the right things, the fundamental things on the floor, it does look simple. The great ones make it look that way. Parker, head fake, leans in, got to give the lead back to Albany State, 43-42. Stephen Lyles back out on the floor now for the Badgers. Picked up out front by Kendon Maddox. Down low at the block, Kabamba got behind the defense again.
Oh, I like that play. It's a zone play. When the ball is on the wing, send it to the free throw line and just let there be a post-to-post isolation game. Very nice, very impressive, and they ran it flawlessly 2 times in a row.
Kostanakis with the entry pass that time to Kabamba. Kabamba leading all scorers now. He's got 20. Jump shot in the corner. This one by Harris is off the mark. Back the other way. Nice stutter step inside the paint, and Gray finishes for the Badgers.
Yeah, Gray's a crowd pleaser over here with that Euro step and nothing but net.
46-43 lead for the Badgers. Out front with the triple. Shots off the mark by Parker. Davison and the Badgers back the other way. Davidson threw it out of bounds. Was trying to get it over to Gray. Gray saying that one of the Golden Rams touched it. The officials going to talk about it, and they agree that somebody from Albany State touched that basketball on its way out. So far side of the floor, Sam Davis, the redshirt freshman for the Badgers, will inbound the basketball. The junior Jalil Simmons back out on the floor. He'll replace Amari Beecham in the Golden Ram lineup. Davidson inbounds quickly to Gray. Top of the key, Kabamba free for 3. Shot that one hard. Rebound cleared by Travis Barker, the freshman for Albany State. Barker, top of the key to Napoleon. On the weed, bounce pass to Parker. Floater to the glass. That one's off the mark by Malik Parker. And back the other way in transition come the Badgers. Lyles to the rack. Held himself with some hesitation in the air momentarily, enough to let the defense fly by, and he got the lay-in.
Great body control by him. He saw his teammate running with him. He could have passed the ball up, but knew that he had an opportunity to go and score and let his teammate be his supporting cast. Sam Davidson was right there for the rebound if he needed it.
And the Badgers open it up 48-43. Lyles back the other way. There's the flush we were looking for.
Oh, yeah, he's been waiting on that one. You can see the crowd's going wild. He's going wild. That's a momentum shifter right there.
Points over the Golden Rams of Albany State. After the timeout, Golden Rams will inbound the basketball. Really forced to take that timeout. Didn't want this thing to get too far away from him. Simmons spins the paint, left side, got it to the rack. Felt good for him, but they're going to wave it off with an offensive foul called on the inside. No, they're going to change that call now. It's had a blocking foul on the inside, so Simmons gets the basket.
Yeah, there was movement on that. Just a little too much movement by Dean's Bobchuk, but great effort. You can see right there, he jumped. If he didn't leave his feet, that might have been a call, but Bobchuk left his feet.
And at the line, Simmons trying to finish off a three-point play, and he does. So make it 50-46 now after the basket and free throw. Davis and head fakes now, head toward the rack, nicely done. Shot down at the block, not sure if that wasn't a goaltend, but it'll go back the other way for the Golden Rams. Out front, Parker fires, he shot an air ball. 8:56 remaining.
Yeah, that depth perception is kind of crazy on different angles of this floor. So we saw a couple of air balls today, but right now, hey, it's time to lock in and knock down some of these shots.
Lyles on the move, threw it away and whistle on the play. Ball called on Maxwell Harris, the freshman. 4-point lead for the Badgers. They have the basketball. Davison, entry pass Kabamba, back to Davison. Free, drains it for the Badgers in the corner. Just in front of the Badger bench. Davison with a dagger. 8:25 left. 53-46. Golden Rams trailing. Basketball in the hands of the first team all-conference player Jordan Simpson. Now out front, Simmons fires and he nets a three for the Golden Rams. So he answers for Albany State.
We really don't know how this game is going to end. We have two talented teams full of a roster of talented players. Last time these two teams met back in December, Albany State came out on top by 8 points, 72-64. They're trying to have a sweep today, but that is no easy task.
Kabamba misses on a shot on the inside and tried the putback. That didn't fall as well. Albany State comes back the other way now with the basketball. Simmons hard to the rack. He drew the foul on. After the timeout, Simmons at the line shooting for the Golden Rams. Already took the first, missed on that shot. Has one more coming here. And that one falls after a high bounce. Good for Simmons and the Golden Rams. 53-50 now after that free throw. After that timeout, taking a look at the numbers. The reason that Spring Hill is still ahead. One important statistic now is Lyles almost loses it out of bounds. At the end of the first 20 minutes, they were shooting 40.7% from the floor. Travel violation coming there against Lyles. But they have really turned things around, heated it up even more in the second half. 10 of 20 from the floor, hitting half of their shots in this second half of play, which has really made the difference for them.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. And to see it play out is even more.
Here they come, the Golden Rams do on their end of the floor now. Beecham inside the paint, back out, now penetrates right side all the way at the block. Jump shot in the paint, off the mark by Simpson. Good challenge by Kostanakis to make him hold that shot a little bit longer. Lyles up and underneath, and he got the lay-in. So Lyles just so strong and agile, able to hold that position on that lay-in there to get it to fall for the Badgers. Lyles now with 8 points in the ball game. Out front with the jumper, Harris off the mark. 6:28. One more contest coming your way after this men's ball game. It will be the Clark Atlanta, 4th in the East, meeting the 5th team in the West, the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Panther men's program played earlier today, and they got the win to advance into next round's action. They'll be in action tomorrow here at 12 o'clock. Trying to see if the women at Clark Atlanta will get the advance against the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. The men from Kentucky State lost to Clark Atlanta earlier today. Or the men from Central State, that is, lost to Clark Atlanta earlier today. So half court set now for the Golden Rams at 6:02 remaining in the ball game. Entry pass into Simpson. They had it knocked away. Good defensive work on the backside of the basketball by David Daniels. Copa to the glass, banked it home for the Badgers. 5:48 left in the ball game. 7-point lead for Spring Hill College.
What makes the Spring Hill team so effective is they just keep it simple. They stick to the fundamentals. When they're close to the basket, when they're in range of 5 feet or out, they're using the glass. They're taking them time, making that extra pass, and those little things right there make the biggest difference.
Golden Rams to inbound it. Now set to entry. at the baseline, and stepping on the inbound line was Jaleel Simmons for the Golden Rams. So turnover number 13 for Albany State gives the basketball back to the Badgers. Gray in the backcourt, and he will turn it over with a travel violation. So turnovers by each team gives the basketball back to Albany State. Far side of the floor, Beecham inbounds it to Harris. At the block now, they give it to Simpson. Simpson doubled, missed on the jumper, but the tap and put back, nicely done backside by Jaleel Simmons.
How they've stretched their defense going into a full court zone to try to get the momentum back in their favor.
Davidson handles in the backcourt. Now into the 4 right side. And the Badgers, with the 5-point lead, going to be very patient about each trip down the floor for them to get a good-looking shot. Entry pass batted away and stolen by the Golden Rams. Simmons with airborne to tap it away and come down with it. He'll work it the right side to the rack, challenges inside, and he's fouled by David Daniels for the Badgers. So Simmons will go to the line for Albany State. As you look at it on the replay, got past Davidson. Davidson was looking for the early help, and Daniels comes in, challenges Simmons, and got some contact.
Pretty obvious foul.
Yep. Simmons hit the first, 57-53. Got them both from the line for Albany State. We're under 5 minutes remaining now. Full court pressure again by the Golden Rams. Kopka in the corner to Lyles. Top of the key back to Davidson. Kopka pushes the 3 and drains it for the Badgers.
That was a fully contested shot. Hand in his face, but Beecham was not able to stop that shot.
Nice stroke by Kopka on the 3-pointer. 60-54. Parker to the glass. He missed. Rebound fought for. Kopka comes away. Pushes to Daniels. Daniels no look pass to Lyles, and Lyles may have traveled, but they may pick up the foul before that. Yeah, they will get the call. It will go against the Golden Rams. Daniels on the push. And down at the block was Beecham committing the foul on Lyles. So Lyles got the first free throw. Baker out on the floor now, or Barker that is, on the floor now for the Golden Rams. 4:06 left. Lyles good on both free throws for the Badgers. Winner of this ball game meets Morehouse in quarterfinal action on Wednesday. Harris on the weave to Beecham. Beecham, foul line extended. Down at the corner to Simmons, or Simpson that is, and Simpson with the left-hand floater inside the paint, and he got it to fall. So Simpson spreading the lane there with the left-hand lay-in.
Yeah, his ability to play big is really impressive. Just a few couple of shots, and he's there in the middle of the paint.
When you talk about impressive.
But Gray, man, he just on another level. Is definitely playing on another level tonight.
Big 3-pointer by Gray in the corner. To the rack, whistles on. Simmons at the line for Albany State, shooting 2 here with 3:18 remaining. And Simmons misses on the first here at the line. Simmons 6 of 8 now from the free throw line after missing that first one. 16 points on the night for Jaleel Simmons. And he left that one on the front of the iron as well. Attempted put back by Simpson. That one falls off. And Spring Hill comes away with the basketball. Kabamba back out front to Kopka. They try to dump it down low inside, and they throw it away. Simmons comes away, wants to go with the quick step for the Golden Rams. Right side with the pass down low, got it into the hands of Harris, and Harris got the lay-in.
Great court vision by Simmons and good finish by Harris. He was running just ahead of him. He was able to thread the needle and get it to him.
2:41 left now. Gray behind the arc. Picked up by Simmons, got some space. Pushes across the floor to Davidson. Davidson spins in the paint. Double down there. Now back to Lyles. Inside, underneath, to the rack. Shot fell off, but he will go to the line for Spring Hill. Another thing you notice about the Badgers as well, they move extremely well without the basketball, creating opportunities for players to be open.
Yeah, and the main way they do that is spacing and cutting, almost like a 5-out, and you're allowing isolation and cuts to be wide open, so it makes the court a lot bigger.
Lyles able to collapse on the inside there after he got that pass from Davidson. Convert first free throw. We're at 2:25 left here in this men's opening round ball game. Left the second one short to the cylinder, tapped out of bounds. It belongs to the Golden Rams. Officials are going to confer now. They may wave this one off and turn it around in favor of the Badgers. And indeed they will. Jaleel Simmons pleading his case, recognizing that that was a strong possibility, but did not win that case against the officials as they talked about it. So Davidson to inbound it, 66-58. Ball tapped off the leg of Simmons. It'll stay with Spring Hill. 2:21 remaining. Out front, Copa. He'll push right side. Lyles lost it on the inside. 3-on-1 for the Golden Rams. Harris challenges Copa on the inside, Davidson. And after that collision, looks like it'll be Harris going to the free throw line for Albany State.
They both went down really hard.
Harris comes up favoring his left hand. 2:06 remains in the basketball game. Free throw by Harris is good. One more coming to the freshman. Knocks that down as well. They jump into full court pressure as Spring Hill handles in the backcourt. Gray handling the basketball. Out front, Copa, free for three, got it again. You give him any space like that when he squares up, he's dangerous. Two big triples late in this second half by Copa.
That's why I'm really surprised that he's so wide open on the three-point line, but that's something that the Rams will have to recognize and be proactive about.
Back the other way, Gatti, though, they got it inside, the Golden Rams did, to Beecham, and Beecham able to get that lay-in, and he was fouled, so he'll go to the line.
Spring Hill is making the Rams work for every basket.
Lenahan back out on the floor now for Coach Craig Kennedy and the Badgers. He'll replace Lyles in their lineup. Beecham with 4 points in the ball game. Got the free throws there. All right, hit the one free throw to finish off that three-point play. Davidson. Entry pass to Lenahan. Now to Gray in the corner. Gray works to the inside. Head fake, hard move to the rack. Banked it, but he left it short. Rebound cleared by the Golden Rams. Simpson coming in to clear it for Albany State. Simmons gives it to Beecham. We're at 60 seconds remaining. Beecham lost his dribble at the block. Underneath, Simpson tied up and whistles inside the paint. Foul called on Tana Copa for the Badgers. And Jordan Simpson, the junior, to the line to shoot. Simpson, 8 points in this ball game. And that's largely because the Badgers made the decision early on that he would not be the Golden Ram to beat him. They've been doubling him all night long.
And for the most part, he's been knocking down these free throw shots.
Missed on that one, though, with less than a minute remaining. 69-64. Davidson in and out of the three-point arc. Down to 39 now. He steps through, lost the basketball. Golden Rams come back the other way. Beecham quickly, cross dribble, inside the paint, left it for Simpson. Simpson missed on the bank inside the paint. So with 24 seconds left now, Golden Rams finally fouled one of the Badgers in the backcourt.
I'm surprised they didn't go for the three.
Good point. Yeah, they need it at this point with less than a minute remaining. Inside that traffic, Beecham headed toward the rack, and they never got a chance to get it off.
Yeah, potentially a two-possession game now is extended.
And from the line, Jaden Gray, one of his best performances of the year, as he hits that free throw. Gray with 17 points in the ball game. 2 of those three-pointers behind the arc, and he hit both free throws there. So this one rapidly coming to a close, the season for the Golden Rams of Albany State, as they come on there to the floor trailing at 71-64 with just 17 seconds remaining. So after defeating the Badgers in the regular season, Badgers, several players playing large in this opening round win against the Golden Rams.
4 players in double digits for the Badgers. These guys showed up to play. And there's so many things that happen that aren't on the stat sheet, but assists. I mean, Spring Hill has about upward of 7 more assists than Albany. So just being unselfish with the ball, making that extra pass, and then taking care of the ball as well.
And the thing we talked about at the timeout earlier in this second half, they continue to up their field goal percentage in this second half. With 2:22 remaining, they were at 58% in the second half. Entry pass inside to Harris, that basketball around. So after the timeout, Copa accosted immediately by Harris in the backcourt, and he will go to the line to shoot. Copa, 12 points at the 3:22 mark, but I know he's hit a three-pointer since then. A chance to add more here from the free throw line. Impressive win by the Badgers of Spring Hill College. They will have their hands full with the Maroon Tigers of Morehouse College when they meet in quarterfinal action. But certainly should be a good matchup, particularly if they play anywhere near the level that they're playing here tonight. And that rebound corralled there by Kabamba will send him to the free throw line, and that'll send the Badgers on into Wednesday's quarterfinal play with just 4.2 seconds left if he can hit 81 of these free throws. Kabamba with a monster performance tonight for the Badgers as well.
Certainly. Just we talked about his efficiency as well as being big on the boards. 8 rebounds for him. Only missed 1 free throw.
Right now with 22 points in the ball game. And that'll do it. Final